fucking lag on that. I'm back now, so fucking bastard. Just moon. I probably won't be on this for long. Um, Only because I'm going on Infinity Warfare a bit later when my other friend comes back on. So possibly another time. Possibly. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll just have to let you know because I've got things planned today. So.
Maybe following advice from mysterious voices in the cave was not such a smart idea.
Last time we did this, we didn't have an audience. Has been claimed. It's going to be like trying to have a pee while somebody's watching. Oh, dreadful! You people actually watch this, man?
Oh, apologies. I was...
Oh shit. An idea. Never forget to do. Send the hands to the skies, they don't rise. No.
Being theatrical, but now I understand her extra ominous tone.
The fire of Ra has been claimed!
Hey! How dare you soil my knife!
sliced your windpipe.
The deed is done. A prize. The challenge is finished. Another awaits.
I will take it. Hey, but do not think for a minute
Witness
that I
the
can give
thirst
up.
for glory.
The Scepter of Ra. She's pining for action. Ooh, I will take this, even if I do lack pockets.
A contender calls the champions of Ra.
Let us play a game for the crowd. Hmm? I will be the matador, and you will be the bull. Ole! Applause! Music to my ears.
The champions of Ra are slain. Bonus points.
Even the forces of darkness smile upon the end. What can I say? I know that I am under the influence of powerful exotic drugs, but this event feels too
A
real. A
contender
little too
petitions a god.
spectacular.
Will
It feels
they
like my birthday.
satisfy?
Aha! There is something in the flames. Can you see it? There are symbols. Yes, yes, I have taken magic drugs, I know. That is no ordinary tree. I would wager it is fed by more than fertile soil and fresh water. I'm good with plants. I know this.
Insta-kill. A contender calls the champion of Danu.
Hi, indeed. Another jumping bean! There is only so much space to go around.
The champion of Danu is slain.
¡Ja! Me llamo Diego y soy un gladiador. I myself have drifted far too close to the flame.
Max ammo.
Location. Can you imagine if Egyptians had weapons like this? Ha! The Roman Empire might never have happened. I would not wish to face an enemy who is wielding such a rifle.
Go, come down then.
Come on, concentrate.
Maybe open that. Come on.
Everybody loves a collar.
Full power.
Diego's gonna Was that you? I should show this to Scarlet.
Carpenter.
Now that is a sensational funeral idea. Set ablaze with sword in hand, pushed out to join the scene.
A contender calls the champion of Odin. The champion of Odin is slain.
So quick, so efficient, so headless.
A contender calls the champions of Zeus.
Ah, looks like it's time for the Mexican axe dance again. I know I said I'd fight to my last bullet, but I would much rather get more ammo and keep fighting.
The champions of Zeus are slain.
What is that on the front? Is that it? Oh. Good thing I'm not wearing red. Yes, my jumping, stabbing amigo. Come to Diego and end your day.
I fucking got him.
Is to learn from your mistakes. And also,
So to zoom back a little bit more.
how could I deprive you
Howdy,
of
Mr. Josh
Mexican
Sizzle. How's it going, man?
gladiator?
Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling better as well.
If I run out of ammo and die, won't I just wake back up?
Feeling sleepy. But are you better though?
Test their faith.
Let's show the crowd a good time, shall we? My lady friend Griselda used to call me Tiger. Now she calls me Dog. Glory of my life. I prefer dogs
You'll get
to
there, buddy.
cats,
You'll get there.
especially after today.
It'll just take a bit of time.
Max ammo.
Where I'm from, that would be mass ammo.
They don't like numbing pains or whatnot.
Before. Sister Josefa, is that you? I once made love on a tiger skin rock. It smelled better than these beasts, I assure you.
Ah, right, I see. Yeah, they're definitely gonna make you sleep tonight.
I am nearly out of ammo. Not to worry. Phantasma will take care of me. We have a special bond. Sorry about your brain, but you were not really using it anyway. I once fought a jaguar back in Mexico. They were sacred to Aztecs. Gato muere. Next. Electric zombies. Thoroughly modern. That's not bad.
They must not survive.
Sounds ominous. I like it. I have seen a weapon called a boomerang. It flies much like your axe. Not that it would save you from me. The battle continues, but now with dual flying axes.
Max ammo.
During the revolution, we melted down cooking pots, silverware, even bed tanks to make bullets. All should be thoroughly cleaned beforehand. Do not worry, Cooker. We'll aim higher next time.
Full power.
am getting fed up with these screaming muertos. I prayed I would never see one of those devils again. Just kidding. I actually prayed for a decent breakfast that will not be good either. You look hurt, Monstro. Did Diego hit a nerve? This seems backwards. The medicinal elixir is making me sick. I could have been a dentist. Look at how quickly I removed its teeth. Shoot the lumps on his back! Vamos!
Shatter their will.
Time to give the crowd a reason to cheer! Diego! Diego! How many of these gladiators are there? Was this a gladiator
Shit.
school?
Hold on, tag mate. I need to have a word with you anyway about something. All I'm gonna say is I don't know what the fuck's been what's happened. But I'll give you a message after this round.
No, please, no applause. Just throw insta kills.
Because a certain someone's come into my stream, asked about the thing that I'm gonna ask you. So just kind of be yourself aware. See, I can't say if it's good or bad because I don't know what's happened. So if you do start streaming, mate, you need to let everyone know instantly, because I had this person come to me about it and I was like, I don't know what the fuck's happened, so I can't really say. Danielle and Sally were there at the time when this person asked it. Tag, are you on, mate? If you are, jump in party. And I'll speak to you on there as well after I've sent you this. Do you want an invite as well, Sal? Right, no worries. I'll do that now. Right, Sal, I'll send you an invite. So yeah, Tag, I've sent it you. That's what he said to me. Like, do I know anything? That is the whole thing I said and shit to him. Hey Sally. So, and plus, Sally, then that type, you might need to leave and rejoin. So, Danielle was there as well, and so was Sally. I think it was on. I think it was yesterday's stream. So if you want to go back and watch it, mate, it's up to you. Sally, can you hear me? Yeah, right, no worries. Tiger, you still on my street?
Now that is a lot of gold.
Shit. Instagram. ISTG's trying to do this solo Easter egg. What Easter egg are you trying to do? Is it? Are you on Infinity War? Let's have a look. Ah, right. Okay. See, if I remember correctly, Sal, I remember doing that Easter egg, but we kind of failed it because at the time I had no fucking clue what to do.
I'm sure no one will notice if a little goes missing.
I didn't do it solo though, fuck that.
This whole setup is so elaborate. All we wanted was to open a door. Now we've inhaled hallucinogens, gone back in time, fighting gladiators. No complaining,
Just need to get up to around 30 for one of the challenges, man.
you just won't give up, will you?
Ooh.
I gave you the first shot.
Wah 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 wah, ninja motherfucker.
You must give strength to the others. See their eyes? I too would seek a quick death if I had a face like yours.
Absolutely fucking not.
Hey, I know how we can get these tigers to leave us alone.
Is it something like you have to go to like this fucking petrol station or gas station, whatever you call it, and there's like a chemistry bench, if I'm right, and you have to find these parts or get the parts for it? I can't remember. Can't remember much of it.
Our boards say no, no, no. But your eyes say flesh, flesh, flesh.
I wonder if there's like a no perk challenge on zombies going around.
Something protects the demons from the fire. Shooting bastard. Ah, another butcher. if only it
Ah,
was
you
as light
motherfucker.
water, eh? I could simply charm it back to hell. I wonder, do they all start out as little chupacarnes and then get promoted? Was this armored cabron just a screamer last week? Ah, so there is a chink in your armor. This one seemed furious at me.
Essentially, I had
Did I
to.
do something in a past life? If we live through this, not a word to my biographer.
Hold on, Sal. I'll read that in a sec.
Stays here. Few things are as beautiful as a perfect shot. Don't give up, monstro! I am sure if you keep trying, you will finally get me!
Come on.
Fire sale? Oh, firearms sale! So that is where it comes from.
Unleash the onslaught!
Essentially, I had to make 3 or 4 or something by combining vodka and pennies to make electrohide. And mix the fuel with quarters. Right, okay. I remember some. So I don't remember all that part, but I do remember like on one of the that Easter egg, you had to mix something or whatnot. I wasn't too sure
Jumping bee.
what though.
Your jumping days are over.
Fucking zombies making.
I guess this is a thumbs down.
Sally, it's all legal as well. Best way to think of it.
Max ammo.
Ah, I am pleasantly surprised.
Oh, is that it? Oh, okay.
Live like a babosa, die like a babosa. Well, that was careless of me, and suicidal of you. We meet again, destroyer. When I was a boy, I wanted to be a lion tamer. Yes, my jumping, stabbing me. Come to
Motherfucker.
Okay. As my friend Pancho Villa likes to say, Scallions just got free. Nerves of steel beats blind rage every
Motherfuckers.
Some things should be taken slow. Killing these monsters is not one of them. When I was a boy, I wanted to be a lion tamer. I take it all back now. Benagar can be said. I am the finest piece of cheesecake you will ever try to butcher. 9 lives, eh? I do not think so. Hi, another jumping bean. There is only so much Diego to go around. I too would seek a quick death if I had a face like yours. You fought well, senor.
Oh, wait, is that... Oh, nearly got it, nearly fucking got it. Can't be far off.
This highest praise I accept with the utmost humility.
Only the worthy endure.
Here I am, forces of darkness. Impress me! I have seen a weapon called a boomerang. It flies much like your axe. Not that it would save you from me. Hey, I know how we can get these tigers to leave us alone. All we need is a giant saucer of milk.
Come on.
You should have stuck to chopping wood.
Max ammo.
Little bats.
How is the view down there, eh? Ah, looks like it's time for the Mexican axe dance again. Every time we fight that thing, I just imagine it in high heels and... no, but it still scares the crap out of me. I may be a people person, but this is getting ridiculous. No, please, no applause. Just for you. I am a legend! In a Dragon Disc night. I'll try anything once, but this? No. Even Diego Necali has his limits. There. Are you sorry for what you did? Shield. And here I thought bulls were supposed to be strong. Do not be ashamed, amigo. Sooner or later. Where can I lay my hands on a whole bag of those particular explosives? eyes from the cheap seats, because Diego Necali is putting on a show. We meet again, Destroyer. Well, at least I don't have to look at your face.
No. Oh, you bastard. Versus. I only need one more. Come on.
Well, I started to get worried the very second the lady said pray for your safe return. I thought she was being theatrical, but now I understand her extra ominous tone. I have seen some depictions of gladiatorial combat alongside some of the pictorials I have been featured in. I remember one very vividly. I had a small mustache. Who knows what this is, eh? I don't. Yet.
A contender calls the champions of Raw!
Someone new has entered the fight. He looks like he is tired. what you see! I'm not surprised!
The champions of Ra are slain. A contender calls the champion of Daru.
When I was a boy, I wanted to be a lion tamer.
Bonus.
You take it. Hey, but do not think for a minute that I can be bought.
The champion of Danu is slain.
As far as I can tell, the jeering crowd appear to have been spared the effects of the poison. As have I. Curious. Very curious.
Back in the set cell.
Yo. JJ, can you hear me? Hello? Yo, where's JJ? Hey Sally, you good? Good to hear.
What?
Yo, JJ.
Yo, fucking hell. Sorry, mate.
Hey, listen, have you just seen Treyarch's tweet?
No, mate.
Mate, listen, right, I'm not even joking. I think they've just like leaked or revealed, right? I don't know, right, but it looks potentially like I don't know, but it says to me that the Chaos and Aether map storylines are linked.
Wait, what?
Because they've tweeted a little video saying exit through the gift shop #BlackOps4, right? And then there's a blueprint of what looks like Alistair's Folly or something, or a handgun on the wall. But then there's this TV screen, and on this TV screen, there's what looks like an MPD, and then it's got like the Asylum, and then it's got the statues from Dead of the Night, and the Pack-a-Punch machine from Chaos storyline. It's well weird. I don't get it.
No, I don't have a Twitter account yet, so I don't know.
Like, I'm like tempted to stream now and be like, what the fuck does this even mean?
Well, but yeah, before you do that, now do you understand why I messaged you about it?
Yeah, I understand why he messaged me. Like, the guy, whoever he is, I don't even know. He might be watching your stream for a while now. I don't know. I don't really care, if I'm honest. So basically, like, obviously, your stream could probably hear me as well, to be fair, and I don't mind. All it is like, yes, I say fell out with someone. I had a disagreement with somebody that I streamed with. Right, it was nothing massive, it was nothing major, right? But right, it meant that I didn't stream with that person for a few days. That was all it was, right? And it wasn't because we fell out particularly. It wasn't 100% that reason. There was other reasons. I couldn't stream, they couldn't stream, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But basically, there's a guy who's a moderator in my chat, right?
Okay.
And I was speaking to them on Discord, and they said, blah blah blah. And I turned around, just in general conversation, I said, I had a bit of an argument with
There's such a
whoever
person.
the bloke I was streaming with, right?
Mm.
But it was literally that. It wasn't like, oh, we've had this epic fallout or anything like that. Nothing major, right? But anyway, this guy then jumped into his stream and basically said, oh, I've not seen this guy on tag streams, this, that, and the other, and all he said was, oh, they had a bit of a fallout or a bit of a fight or something along them lines, right? But then he kept asking questions. But he came into my stream and was like, heard you and Thingy had a fight. What did you fight about? This, that, and the other. And like, I heard you've had a big fallout. This, that, and the other. And I said, no, that's not it at all. I said, and to be honest, I said, live on stream while I'm playing games, whatever, ain't really the place to discuss it, because all you're going to get is my side of the story. The other person involved can't put their side across, this, that, and the other. I said, and besides which, all it was a disagreement and nothing major, so I'm not going to talk about it. So he was like, okay, cool. And then 10 minutes later, so what did you fight about, this, that, and the other? And I was like, look, this ain't the time or the place to be discussing these things, and I don't think it's appropriate. So I left it, and then I then streamed again a few days later, and he asked again. And I said, look, mate, listen, if you ask again, I'm just going to ban you from my chat, because, like, you know, it's not something that I'm going to discuss on stream, because it's got nothing to do with anybody else.
No, he hasn't.
But me, on thingy. So I just left it at that. But then obviously now he's decided to come into your stream
and ask me about it.
And ask you about it.
I was honest with him. I just turned around and said, look, I've not known Tag long enough to know what the fuck. It's none of my business. If Tag wants to fucking tell me in his own free time, he can, right? But end of the day,
Exactly.
it's got nothing to do with me. It's none of my business. And I said to him, I've not known you long, so I don't ask that sort of thing.
Exactly.
You know, it's nothing to do with
The
me.
thing is, well, exactly. But the point is that, and the reason why the thing that annoys me more about, or say annoys me, the reason why I won't entertain it, should I say, is because it's one, there's nothing to really talk about, if I'm honest. But secondly, it's got nothing to do with anyone else. And what I don't appreciate on that side of it is like him coming into your stream and making you feel uncomfortable and being like, well, hang on a minute, this ain't something, because it sounds a lot worse than it is. And literally, all it is a disagreement about something we spoke about on the stream. And basically, I didn't want that to be discussed on my stream, so I explained it to him. We just had a disagreement about it. That was all it was. It weren't even a fight. How can I fight someone that I've never met, or like I just play zombies with them? It's not a fight. It's not a fallout.
Yeah.
It was literally a disagreement. And the worst thing about it is that it's just if anything, it's more of a timing issue. Like, so I had that disagreement with him, and then he couldn't stream with me, and I couldn't stream with him. So we didn't stream for a few days anyway.
Yeah.
Plus we were chatting about sorting stuff out. So it just came at a bad time. But obviously then they've put two and two together. Well, this guy's put two and two together and thought, oh, they've not streamed together for ages. They must have had a massive fallout. And then obviously Taspins has then turned around and said, like, oh yeah, they've had a fight or whatever. But literally, because it was on a stream, so he was concentrating doing other things. So he's obviously used the wrong word, whatever you call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. That's basically all that happened. But the problem is, and bear in mind, this was weeks ago, and not to mention as well, the guy that I had the disagreement with, we streamed with the other night. So clearly there isn't an issue. Clearly, everything's fine. But even now, he's still constantly asking questions and like coming in now. And the thing that gets me now is he's gone into somebody else's stream while they're streaming.
Yeah.
To ask about something that I've already said. Listen, it's got nothing to do with you. There's nothing to talk about, and even if there was, this ain't the place to do it. Because at the end of the day, a stream is about having fun, playing games, and just having a laugh. It's not about discussing, anything else. So yeah, that's basically what it is. So this guy, who's coming to your stream and is coming to my stream, and gone into Tasman's stream, he's obviously got nothing better to do than to kind of, I don't know, maybe try and stir some sort of, I don't know,
some shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not being funny. Like, if I was a massive YouTuber, I'd be flattered and think it was quite funny. But I've got 170 subscribers. I don't really know what the point is, if I'm honest. I'm here to have a laugh and play zombies, not discuss like disagreements I have with friends I play with online. Do you know what I mean? I have arguments with my friends every day at work, but it doesn't mean like I go home and talk to my wife about it or come on stream and talk about it. It's just, that's my stance on it. So yeah, so don't worry about it. There's no need to feel awkward, and I appreciate the fact that you've kind of had the decency to kind of like, not comment on it, something you don't know about, and obviously tell me privately, which is why I've kind of come out now and said it. And I know you're streaming, I know you guys will probably hear me as well. I'm not sure if they can or not, but if they can, that's why I don't mind, because if people are gonna treat me with that respect, then I'll respect that back and reciprocate that and be like, well, do you know what? Because obviously there'll be people watching your stream that might have subscribed to my channel and might be thinking what's going on, so vice versa. So,
well, I know
yeah,
Danielle's interested only because she was there at the time it happened, because and so was Sally as well.
Yeah, so hi Sally.
So it kind of just happened. I don't know what we were playing, but we were playing something. Then he kept on asking me about it. He asked me about it, and I was like, well, none of my business, blah blah blah. And then he goes on about that we're mean to him and some shit, and we have to kick him from the stream, and I don't understand why.
That you've got to be mean to him and kick him from the stream.
That's what he was trying. He was trying to aggravate all three of us, and it wasn't working because we know what he was trying to do, and then he left in instantly. But
that's the thing. That's the thing that makes me laugh. Right, is that he's come in. Like, and this is the issue. He's trying to use that as a way of like gaining attention, basically. And he's taken something that is literally meaningless and like you know, isn't even it's not even really a talking point. But then he's obviously, because he did the same to me in my stream, and he's constantly trying to flirt with the borders of annoyance and antagonising a situation. And do you know, like, you know, listen, everyone's entitled to do what they want and enjoy their own thing and do whatever. I'm not here to stop any of that. But if he's going to do that, you know, on my channel about something I've discussed, that's fine. That's one thing. But to take that onto yours and then almost use that as a way of trying to get used to then, like to boot him, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes, I did say on my stream to the individual in question, I did say, if you ask again, and I think you were even on my stream when I said this.
Yeah,
I said, listen, if you ask about that again, then I'm going to ban you from the chat, right? Just purely because, like, if I have a fallout with anybody, right, I won't do it on stream. I'd rather end the stream or mute the stream and whatever, because at the end of the day, it's not for people. Don't want to see that. Or some people might. Some people like falls out and whatever. Do you know what I mean? But depending on the context and depending on what it's about, you know, at the end of the day, there's a time and a place. And I didn't feel like, especially as I like the person that obviously that I had the disagreement with. Obviously, I'm friends with that person. I don't want to fall out with that person, so I don't want to say something on a stream or discuss that situation, and then the other person then disagree with how I've said it or thinks, well, no, that's not what happened or whatever. Everyone's got their opinion, and then before I know where I am, I've then got to explain myself to them why I've done this on stream. Do you know what I mean? It's just not. It's just not right, or I don't personally feel it's right. So that's why I refuse to say anything about it. And this is why it's just so ridiculous, because it wasn't anything. Maybe I should have, to be fair, maybe I should have just said it, and then they would have realised how little it is, and then there wouldn't have been this, like, there wouldn't have been this ambiguity around it. But
I think what you should do is kind of, when you start your stream, just kind of point it out and say, look, whatever's happened with me and this certain individual, it's none of their concern. Me and this certain person sorting it out, blah blah blah. Can you not talk about it? If you do, it's an instant ban or anything related to it.
But that's the stupid thing. Like, it already is sorted, and that's the annoying thing. And the problem is, it's only one person. And at the end of the day, if he comes on my stream and says anything, like, I'm not even going to entertain it. Do you know what I mean? Because ultimately, you know, I'm just giving them the satisfaction then.
Yeah.
Of having that drama, do you know what I mean? And the thing that makes me laugh is when I said to him that I'd ban him from the chat, he even apologised, oh sorry, and then that was it. But then he comes onto your stream and then starts, yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. It's weird, and we've already discussed about this individual and the way they behave in chats and stuff like that. And like I said, like, at the end of the day, you know, I've got no ill feelings against him. You know, it's, you know, I don't dislike this person. I don't think that, you know, if they have an active imagination, that's fine. Come into the chat, do what they've got to do. I don't mind. Just, you know, if they're gonna keep, like, going into other people's streams and then causing grief and whatever, that's when I'm like, do you know what? No, that's not fair. Let's not do that. But yeah, there's nothing, like I said, for my side. And the only reason why I'm saying this now on, like, your channel or whatever is because, you know, just in case people are interested, like Danielle, like Sally, you know, people like that. Because at the end of the day, when someone does that, it does make you think, whoa, like, what's happened? Do you know what I mean? Or what's this,
what makes it worse is they were there though, so it was a bit more awkward for me to sit there and go, I don't know anything. So, because they were there when it happened, they're going to know about something. So, it was like, I didn't tell them. They were already there, so they were there at the wrong time. And Danielle said, if you hear off Tag, because I've told her, like, Tag's coming in and whatnot, I'll let you know, because she was there at the time. It was not like I sat there and told her, said, yeah, someone's happened, blah, 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 between Tag and someone else. I've not done that. Because she was there, it's the wrong time and the wrong place, really. So,
well, no, exactly, and then, but like I said, and that's why I appreciate the fact that you have spoke to her. So I appreciate, like, obviously Danielle, Sally, and all that lot as well. Obviously they were there, but like I said, it's literally, you know,
it's over nothing.
Honestly, it is like literally, it's like, it's so ridiculous. But like I said, just out of personal, like, principle, like, you know, if I had a fallout with you, JJ, like if ever we had a disagreement or an argument, whatever it might be, like I wouldn't have that discussion
On
with
stream.
people on stream when that person isn't there. Like if I'd been streaming with the individual at the time and somebody asked and we'd already discussed it and whatever else, then we would discuss it. But at the time I've been asked questions, we hadn't really spoke about it. I didn't want to say anything and have anything be heard first through a stream or through a video later on. I wanted to speak to the person, you know, first and whatever else. And at the end of the day, you know, it's just not, in my opinion, I don't care whether it's a massive fallout or whether it's a tiny little minuscule thing. I don't care what it is. It's not for
The whole world to know.
Exactly, of course it ain't. You know, like I said, if I have an argument with my wife, I'm not going to come on stream and start talking about how I've had an argument with my wife, am I? Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's got nothing to do with anyone.
It's like
And that's
you
the
can't.
thing.
It's like people. You could just come up, like on your stream in a bad mood, and then people be like, "Oh, you're all right." It's not like you're gonna tell them, "Oh, yeah, I had a falling on my wife," or "Me and my wife are split
Yeah,
up," or
exactly.
"Me and whatnot." You don't do that. It's
Exactly.
personal life with different life. But because it was
Yeah.
on the stream and we don't know this certain person,
Exactly.
it's difficult
It's
to
just-
tell
it's-
someone.
It is difficult. And to be honest, and as I said, and as I've said, and you know, like, and I explained to the guy in question, obviously, when we had the disagreement and stuff like that, you know, and I explained because, you know, when I was explaining about the situation, I said, look, you know, with the time zone difference and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Sometimes when we're streaming, it's like stupid o'clock in the morning, and it's like, but it's only like sort of maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning where they are, and it's like, you know, sometimes, you know, you can be a bit tired, you can be a bit ratty when you've been playing for hours and only this, that, and the other, and literally, like I said, that there is, it's just ridiculous, and that's why it's or frustrated me, is because somebody has read into something, been really childish and immature, and, you know, can't accept the fact that, you know, that there's nothing to talk about, and even if there was, I wouldn't discuss it with that person or on a live stream where anyone could see it, because that's just my personal view. Other people may disagree. Other people may go, do you know what, I'm quite happy to discuss these things on the internet while playing zombies. But for me, I'm like, well, no, I'm here to have fun and have a laugh and play zombies, not discuss any kind of
Personal
any
life
personal
or anything
stuff. But
like
I said,
yeah.
But like I said, there's nothing. Honestly, there's nothing. It's ridiculous. There's nothing to talk about. But if anything, him doing what he's done on your stream is a bigger subject than what the initial thing was that even started all this. And that initial subject isn't even an issue anymore.
It's
as
just
proven
what he's
by
done.
the fact that we streamed the other night. So
Yeah.
it's just been taken out of all context. It's ridiculous. But
It's not just
but
that.
hey,
It's getting me involved. I'm like, well, I even said on stream, Danielle and Sally were there. I said, look, I've not known the guy long enough to have my say in it. You know, it's got none of my business. I know you had a falling out because I heard it on at the other when you were streaming the other time. And you said, look, don't want to talk it, blah blah blah. I heard it, but I'm not one of them people to sit there and go this and this and this, because I don't know the full story. You might tell me it, and I might just fucking feed bullshit. I'm not like that, and that's why I was a bit concerned. I was like, I have to tell him, because it's none of my business. But it's pissed me off a little bit that the fact that he's come into my stream and asked me, and then deleted the message straight after, and then Danielle fucking caught onto it and said, oh, it's not like, oh, so you're basically deleting it so he can't fucking see it. Because I didn't catch on to it.
He's doing.
I didn't catch on to it. So,
yeah, but like I said, like I'm like, listen, I'm not everybody. Listen, but what I will say though, and I will say this, like you are a good guy, and like I appreciate the fact, like I say, you don't know me. You know, you could have dealt with this a million different ways, and you didn't. You've waited. You've spoke to me. Your mates have spoke. You know, have obviously, you know, kept things on the quiet, whatever, and let you know what's going on. So I appreciate that as well. So thanks to Danielle, thanks to Sally, and all those sort of people. But I do appreciate it, because, like I said, you know, I'm not a bad guy, and these things can quite easily make people look bad. But you know, the way you've dealt with it, I appreciate that. And like I said, he's just a kid with an overactive imagination, like who, like, obviously wants to have attention or whatever. And listen, I don't even like. I don't have any bad feelings about that. I don't dislike the guy for this or for that. The only thing I do dislike, like you said, and we're both in agreement, is the fact that he's gone from my channel to yours, and then is trying to, I don't know, just create some sort of drama, create some sort of some sort of like animosity between potentially even me and you, and this, that, and the other, and that's what concerns me. That's the thing that annoys me. If he comes into my stream later, or in a bit when I start streaming, fine.
The thing is, what
and I
makes it
will
worse,
tell him straight.
he's got two accounts, so we know who he is.
He's got more than 2. He's got like 13.
Oh, I only know the 2.
Right, well, I know of loads, right? So my subscribers list will probably go down by like 10 subscribers later, but you know what? I don't care. But the point is, like, at the end of the day, I don't even want him to stop watching my channel. I don't want him to stop, I don't want him to stop commenting on my channel either. I want him, I'm quite happy for him to stay there. Like, if he enjoys the content I put out and that you put out, I'm happy. But like I said, at the end of the day, as I've explained to people on my channel, like, my channel is my channel, yeah. Like, it's how, it's a representation of me. It's a representation of my hobbies, my interests, and my views. And if I want it to be a certain way, that's my choice to make. And if you don't like it, well, then you know where the door is. And that's my kind of outlook on it. I'll get on with anybody. I'll accept anybody. I don't care about any of your background. I don't want to know anyone's background. I think everyone's all equal in every way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But just don't involve other people in other people's stuff, because all it does is make people feel uncomfortable. It makes people feel, aggrieved. It's just not a nice feeling to be involved in that, because, like I said, when you first saw that, you straight away, human nature says and sends you to the worst end of the spectrum. Well, this must be really bad. What's happened? If he's saying this and then deleting it, why is it? So automatically, people are going to be thinking, what is going on? So then I almost then have to, and this is why I'm being very careful with what I'm saying, because I know what he wants. He wants me to come along and tell everybody what happens, right?
Yeah.
And he's thinking that if he makes it a bigger issue than what it actually was, that I'm going to have to say something in order to prove that it's not as bad as what he's made out. Well, I don't have to prove anything to anyone, and that's the difference. No. I'm old enough and ugly enough to to know, right, when I'm being baited, right, and I'm not going to be baited into this. I'm not going to be baited into discussing things I don't want to discuss. Like, at the end of the day, I've said no. I've told everybody exactly what I want people to know, and that's the end of it. End of story.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not going to get what he wants. If he wants to carry on watching my channel, your channel, whoever's channel, then by all means crack on. He's more than welcome in my streams. He's more than welcome to keep asking what happened, because when he does, I will just block him until he stops asking. But other than that, he's more than welcome to do what he likes. But yeah, but I appreciate your guys. I appreciate your channel. Anyone who watches JJ, he's a top guy, top streamer. I love his stuff. He's great, and he's proved tonight that, you know what, he's got morals, and he looks out for people that he plays with and gives everyone a chance. So fair play, and I appreciate that. So yeah, thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
I said, I'm just happy that I told you, because gets it out there, and it's there's limits where I go. You don't bring personal shit into, like, your gaming life, because this is what I want to do as a full-time job. Is gaming and YouTubing, and you can't mix personal with and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but exactly, and the thing is, like you said, something like this could easily hurt it. I mean, you might have turned around and gone, do you know what? Because for me, this is a hobby. Okay, so I'm like, do you know what? This is a hobby that if it ended up becoming more, then fantastic. If I end up being able to do this as a full-time job, then yeah, great. I'm not going to say no. Do you know what I mean? But ultimately, it's a hobby, right? But for you, it's the other end. You're like, Joe, what? I'm really committed to making this work, right? So you're wanting to make this your job. So you could have quite easily gone, do you know what? I can't afford to be connected to anyone that's like, causing this sort of like grief. And do you know what? Like, I'm just not going to stream with Gregors. I'm just going to do. I've only known him a couple of days. It's easy to cut. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could have easily been your stance on it, and I wouldn't have blamed you if that was the way you looked at it. I'm just grateful that you're not, you've not looked at it that way. But yeah, that's the kind of. But I'm just saying, like, that could have been a possible way you could look at it, and then we would have then, not been able to stream. It's just needless. Excuse me, and to be honest, it's just outright silly, really. But yeah, listen, he's. I don't know how old this kid is. I don't know, what he does. I know he's at school and stuff like that. But listen, he can think what he wants, do what he wants. I'm not overly bothered. Like I said, if he comes in my stream later, I'll tell him, listen, if you are going to ask anything, then you keep it to my channel, and blah blah blah. But the what really matters, and this is what matters, is the facts. And at the end of the day, the facts are the guy that I had the fallout with, I'm still streaming with. I'm still streaming with you, and like there is nothing to talk about. So that's literally it. They are the facts, and yeah. So he can carry on saying, well, what happened, what happened, what happened. Fact is, it's got nothing to do with him. It's got nothing to do with anyone, and that's that. End of story. So, but the important thing is like, you know. And if anything, I thank him, right, for doing this, because what it's done is it's provoked a reaction out of you, JJ, which has then shown me how trustworthy you are, which has then just made like
things a lot better than they already are.
between me and you, because now there's more trust there. So if anything, I thank him. So thank you. Well, I'm not going to mention his name, but I nearly did. But thank you to the individual. They know who they are, right? If you're listening, you know who you are. So thank you, yes, because all you've done is you've just made our partnership that much stronger. That, you know, I trust him more, because obviously, you know, you've given me an opportunity to have to earn that trust and respect, and that's all you've done. So thank you, I appreciate it. So yeah, and without any further ado, I'm going to get my thumbnail sorted. I'm going to get my stream sorted, so I can jump into
Go
zombies.
ahead.
I've got a couple of messages there that I need to read, something to do with what I've watched on Twitter, because I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I don't know what it's all about, but it's just a crazy tweet. But
I
yeah,
think
so
I need
read into the...
I think I need to start making a Twitter account and fucking.
You do need to make a Twitter account, mate. I'll tell you what, if I can, I don't know if I can send it to you, and then it'll.
I think you can send a link to
look.
me. I think you can send a link, but I just signed. I think.
Share tweet via. Is Instagram an option? No. I'll let me share a link. 'Cause if you share a link, it should go to the Safari. You should be able to look at it without even direct message. No. No, it won't let me. It won't share it via Twitter. That's Twitter. Fucking not bad. Share it from. No, it won't let me. No, let me do it on Facebook or something. Anyway, yeah, just go. I'll tell you what, just go on Twitter or somewhere and find it, because it's crazy. Either that, or check my stream in a bit and I'll put it on there if you haven't found it already.
Yeah, I'll start actually doing that now.
It's mad. Like, I don't know what it means. It's weird. I'm waiting to see if like Dalek and that lot have said something, because like they'll be on it rapid. I'd have thought. I don't get it. It's just weird, because it looks like the little video that's playing's got it looks like it's flicking through different scenes of all the things, but I don't know. I need to look at it, find out what it means. But yeah, I might as well try. It's up to you. I can stay on the chat while I sort the stuff out if you like.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just gonna. Are we gonna do something? What do you want to do? Like we can try an Easter egg if you want, or we can do.
The thing is, I'm up for anything, mate. I'm up for anything. All I know is Danielle's going to be on a little bit later, only because his brother's coming home at 10, so he'll only have like an hour, because he works like every morning, so he'd have to go off at 11, then whatnot. So, and the thing is, we were going on Infinity War when she came back. So, but because she's messaged me saying that she might be a bit later, there's no point me ending my stream, starting a new one, then coming back on Black Ops 4. We might as well just stay on one game for a good couple of hours.
What game do you want to do? What game do you want to do? I mean, I can do Infinity, or I can do.
Oh, I'm saying that we might as well just stay on Black Ops 4, because you're more than happy to come and join us on Blackout for about an hour and so, and then because what we'll have a tendency of doing, me and Danielle would try and do multiplayer, and then like when she decides to go off, we go back on zombies. So like until then, we can just do zombies if you want, or if you want flick between the two.
Okay. Well, I mean, look. I mean, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna literally once I've I'm just changing all my like Again, I wish you could just like have different settings on YouTube. Why is that not a thing? They're having to type everything out again. But yeah, what should I do? Just Call of Duty live stream.
Just kind of put mixed gameplay in for now, because it might end up that we do a bit of zombies, then go on multiplayer when Danielle comes on, and then go on Blackout, and then go back on multiplayer, then go back on zombies. Do you know what I mean? So we'll be flickering between the three of them anyway. So yeah, let's make this. What's next? Connect to people you know. Okay. Sign up. Yes. Just wait for a text message.
I'll only be streaming till. I'll probably stream. The latest I'll probably stream till is like midnight.
Yeah.
Because I've got that horrible thing called work that gets in the way of everything.
Yeah.
I hate it. Work like I looked at my payslip earlier as well. Right? So I work like a lot of hours, right? And then you look at your payslip and you look at how much you pay out in tax and stuff, and I just think, why?
Yeah.
Why? So I'm going to win the lottery instead, and then never have to work again. That's my plan. And then I'll just be a zombies YouTuber, and I will buy subscribers and make my channel successful. That is my plan. That is my plan. Right. I don't know what to do for a thumbnail.
See, I've had Danielle's done me a thumbnail because she's good at shit like that, where I'm not even there yet. So
I'm not bad, like.
She's helped me out quite a lot. I've gave her my email and password for Streamlabs and everything, and she's fucking fucking lifesaver for me because I fucking trust her. So I've said to her, just fucking do what you think's best, and she sorted my my description and fucking my thumbnail for Black Ops 4, which I need to start fucking using more often, and shit like that. So it's, yeah, she's fucking helped me out a hell of a lot. And Danielle, if you're still watching, thanks, you're a babe. So yeah. Save.
Because all my thumbnails are zombies.
See, what I'm trying to do is, because I've got fucking GTA and Ark coming up soon for their updates, I need to make a thumbnail for. Danielle's done me a thumbnail for Ark. Now, I'll be doing. You've heard of Ark, haven't you?
Yeah.
So there's a new map coming out on there. It's called Valgor. Now, there's this streamer called JPG. Now, he's playing it on the moment on the PC because it's out on Steam at the moment. But I'm not watching him. And I'm not watching people talk about Valgor and zombies.
Yeah.
Only because I want to figure out shit myself. You know?
Yeah.
It's like on the 9th. Me and Danielle are not planning on doing any Easter eggs. What we're planning on doing is going in with absolutely no idea, absolutely no fucking idea what we're doing, and kind of just looking round first, and if we come up to a part and we pick something up, we can work from there. Do you know what I mean? Well, we're doing things step by step, and then possibly once we know the map big enough, because we're going to be doing multiplayer, Blackout, and zombies at the same time, all because it's the new tiers called Apocalypse Z, so it's the zombies are going to affect multiplayer and all that shit.
Okay.
So we're literally on the 9th. I'm just not going to be speaking to anyone apart from the people in my stream or whatnot. Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'll be. I mean, like, I still need to try and get that day off, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm really hoping I can, but. I mean, I will still stream 100%, but I'll come in and like literally as soon as I finish work, I'll be in the door at like 5:30, and I'll just be on. But I'll only be able to stream from like 5:30 to like midnight, 1 o'clock at a push. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm hoping hoping I can get a day off, and then I can stream all night and all the next day as well. But yeah, I'm the same as you. I'm not looking at any videos. I'm not looking at anything. I'm literally just gonna try and find stuff myself. But like I said, what I will be doing is streaming and recording the content as well, so I can quickly do some like shit. So I might take like an hour's break to like have something to eat, and while I'm eating, is quickly edit like a quick video of like how to build a shield, how to open pack a punch, do all that, get that uploaded before all the other YouTubers do, and then hopefully then maybe pull a few views in then, you know, because you know people will be looking for how to build a shield and that like straight away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my plan anyway. But yeah, I'm down for that. Like, but we'll be smashing it out, won't we? So
Yeah. One way or another, even if we're not streaming together, we'll do it together. Like at one point, like later on, like a couple of weeks after the map's been released and whatnot. Say for example, if Danielle wants to do the Easter egg for it, we'll fucking jump. The three of us will jump in and try and do it, because Danielle's, like I said to you, Danielle's not a big zombie fan like I am. She likes zombies, but when she's played zombies, she's never had anyone to go on with. So since she's met me, knowing the fact that I play zombies, she's more determined to play zombies a little bit more than she used to be.
yeah.
Now, you don't have to be good at zombies. It's not a fucking skill. You know, if you're good at zombies, you're good at zombies. I'm not a fucking expert at it. I'm good at zombies, but I'm no fucking expert at it. But I think since Danielle's known me, I personally believe, I think she's kind of not getting into zombies like I am, but kind of just pushing herself there, so she's got more an open mind per se, from zombies to Blackout to multiplayer. So she has said she is absolutely looking forward for the new map. But our plan is, what we've said was, when the map drops, we'll be doing Blackout and multiplayer, because they're quick and easy games, and then we've got more time to spend on zombies later on at night.
Right.
So we've literally planned it and shit.
All I would say though, right, and it's up to you. I mean, obviously it's your channel, do what you want. All I would say is that when that map drops, right, you will gain so many subscribers if you're streaming zombies. Do you know what I mean? Like, for your channel, like, honestly, because I didn't think it would be that good. But see, when Ancient Evil dropped, right, I started streaming, like, as soon as that map dropped, I was on it, and I was playing it, and I weren't doing anything. I weren't even getting that far through the Easter egg, right? I was literally just playing it, and I literally constantly had, like, 10 people in my stream. Constantly. Like, literally, that wasn't just for a little bit, that was for 15 hours. I constantly had, like, 10 people in the stream.
Yeah.
And, like, I must have gained, like, 50, 60, 70 subs just by playing zombies for that period of time. Because what you got to remember is there's people stream hopping to see who's like far enough along the Easter egg, and people subscribe so they know where they are to go back and find them. Don't get me wrong, I lost a couple on the way back, but I gained a lot just from that. So listen, I'm not saying you shouldn't do what you've planned, but you know, if you're wanting to gain subscribers or whatever, that initial period, because once the Easter egg's solved, people aren't interested in watching it. People are, you know, once people have done the videos, they're not interested. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got to remember, people like Ruffle Waffles, they've already niched the market. So in order to get new people in on the channel, you need to be like on it straight away. That's what I found anyway, because I did DLC 2, no, not DLC 2, DLC 1. I streamed that late, and no one really bothered. No one really bothered watching.
Yeah.
So like,
and I think
I
think what we have, because we're such a small channel, not a lot of people are going to be hopping in. Now, big YouTubers will have fucking 30,000 people watching them, where say for example we'd only have like 5 to 10 minimum. You know, it's difficult for us to pull in them. But
that's what I'm saying. People want to see how, because you never know. You might, you know, a small YouTube group might be the ones that complete the Easter egg. You don't know. You know, literally, because in fact, I was watching on the last one. I was watching, in fact, not the last one, the one before. I was watching. In fact, no, it was Ancient Evil. I was watching Ruffle Waffles, Dalek, and that do it. And they even made a comment, and I thought it was quite funny because Ruffle Waffles was a bit pissed off at the time, and they were like, They couldn't figure out how to poison the arrow to do the egg, and they were like, "Oh, I bet some like absolute like tiny channel or some absolute nobody on YouTube gets it first, this, that, and the other, right?" Because none of the big YouTubers knew how to get it. People, trust me, it's up to you. I mean, I don't know if you've streamed the DLC when it's dropped, like literally from R5 onwards to see what happens. But like, I went from like 30 or 40 subscribers to well over 100. I had like 100, 120, 130 in the space of like a day. So I mean, I don't know. That's what I'll be doing.
See, it was like
Regardless.
before Black Ops 4 came out, I was playing the Crew 2. Now there was this one German guy, nice lad and everything. He has 10k subscribers, so he's not big, but he's big enough to help another channel grow a little bit. So when I was streaming the Crew 2, he came into my stream, and he was always in my stream. And then when he started streaming, I'd have like 20 odd people come into my stream when I'm playing the Crew 2, and that's how I gained them. And with me, I've had it easy for the first couple of months only because people who I used to know and know streamed before me, so they're like 500, 600 subs above me. So they've come over to my channel, helped me out, and from there on, we've kind of gone separate ways. And I've kind of had to slowly gain that. Now, don't get me wrong, my channel is up and down at the fucking moment, so... But that's natural.
I think everyone's channel is, to be fair. I don't think anyone's actually stays.
Oh, right, I've seen that. I've just seen the video on Twitter
What, that
now.
tweet?
Yeah.
That's what I mean, I don't get it. It's weird.
All I know is they're bringing the Raygun Mark II back.
I know they're doing that. Well, they're bringing the ray gun. Well, I say Mark II, could be a Mark IV, but it's an elemental ray gun. But the thing that gets me with that tweet is, well, there's something else that's been tweeted as well. There's a new one.
Yeah, just seen that. I think that's part of the map, you know.
Yeah, there's an Origins robot by the looks of it on the screen.
Yeah, this could be interesting.
That looks like the crazy place on Moon. No, not Moon, Origins.
It does actually, I'm not gonna lie.
And there's stained glass windows. Is that Der Eisendrache in the background? That looks like Der Eisen. That might be Der Eisendrache on it. Actually,
Wait.
thinking about it, because there's
just
stained
noticed
glass
something.
windows on the back, and that could be the room with the MPD in the middle.
I've just
Do you know,
noticed
where you
something
go
as
with
well.
the zero gravity?
Yeah. I've just noticed something. That's
There's
the
coordinates
inside
as well.
of... That's the
What is
inside
that?
of
I'm
fucking...
going to Google that. Let me Google that. Google their coordinates.
That's the inside of the Origins robot.
No, it's not. No, is it?
It
could
has
be,
to
actually.
be.
It could be the head.
Literally, look at the left-hand side of that video. It's a picture of a robot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh,
But
mate,
then
I should
there's
have
something
Twitter
building.
fucking ages ago. Oh, mate, I wish I knew.
I told you. I did tell you the other day. I said they tweet stuff out. 4, 5,
So,
6, 4, 9, 7, 16.523
2697.
2697. Where's that? Right, where's Eisendrache? I'm telling you now it's the Eisendrache.
That sounds correct because Der Eisendrache is based
I'm
in
telling you,
Austria.
how do I get satellite image? Is it gonna
Wait
be
a minute.
Eisendrache?
This has changed everything with the Nuketown and shit.
No, I don't know because they need the MPD. That MPD is it Eisendrache? I don't know. Where's? Or is it that
I want to have a look
No,
at the
'cause
comments, what people think. How do I look at comments?
You guys are no longer allowed to end either storyline. It's too high. Origins robot or Ted from Transmit. No, that's the Origins robot on the screen. Yes, on the screen. Yes, it is. Right. Um, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's the coordinates of the location. Yeah, it is. But it's in Austria.
So yeah, right. The profile.
845-6497. I'm trying to look at what's near it to like. I'm sure Der Eisendrache was in Austria.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was. Pretty
I'm
sure it
sure it
was.
was. Wait, let's get another Google thing. Where? Oh shit! Capitals don't want that. Where is the Eisen? Where is the Eisendrache in real life? Right, so it says that it is medieval rock castle situated overlooking Austrian market town of Werfen, or Werfen, but that's Eisenstadt, which I don't know where Werfen is. Trying to see where this Werfen is. Near Salzburg, I believe.
Right, let me just see. YouTube. Yeah, Austria. Even Danielle's in the stream. It's Austria.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it's Austria, but the coordinates aren't the same place as the Eisendrache Castle. The Eisendrache Castle in
Is that where it
um,
worked?
is in the town of Werfen in
Right, okay.
Salzach Valley, approximately 25 miles south of Salzburg. So Salzburg, which is I'm pretty sure Salzburg. It's Salzburg in Germany. There's Bruno. That's Czech Republic. In Salzburg. No, Salzburg. Right, is that? Right, let me. So what's the name of this town? Eisenstadt. Let's do it on my phone. Eisenstadt.
Danielle said it's 150 miles away from Dreisendrach.
Yeah, to Werfen. Werfen,
Right,
Austria, route.
Danielle, can you
Yeah, so
just...
they're the opposite sides of the country.
Yeah.
They're opposite sides. So one's on like the Czech Romanian border or Hungarian border, and then and Slovakia, and then the other side is like the Germany border.
Mm.
Which one's which?
Danielle, do me a
Werfen's on the
favour.
German border.
Go onto my YouTube description and just see if you can click the link to the Twitter account by any chance. I've just
Who, me?
started one. Danielle, because she's watching the stream.
Alright.
Oh, one of yours. I just want to double check if it works or not because I've left it in my description on my channel. Um, Right, I need to get rid of all these fucking phone games. It's fucking bullshit.
Oh,
Let's
where's
put
the
this down
description?
here.
What is the description of the video that you're on now?
It should be on my actual profile. Like, if you go into my channel, then have a look at the description. It should be there.
Oh, that'll be it. About. Make sure. Follow me on Twitter. It's not something I can click.
Shit.
None of your links are.
Uh,
They're all just
They
types.
ain't
They need to be
the-
hyperlinked.
they aren't clickable links, but copy and paste takes you
Yeah,
there.
you can
Right,
copy
okay.
And, yeah, you can copy and paste. Yeah, that'll work.
Right. Well, As long as
Right,
as long as it works, that's all I'm fussed about.
What is this tweet all about? That looks to me like the Eisendrache Castle. Because that looks like a coffin or whatever on the side where you get the bow part from.
Yeah.
Or the bow from.
Mm.
It looks like parts of that. Where was Origins set?
France.
France, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Oh, mate, that's so
Uh,
annoying.
Do you want me to put it in your banner like the other? Yeah, Daniel, if you don't mind, can you just do me a favour? Can you set it as a timer, please, as well, if you don't mind, if you're not doing anything. Thank you, much appreciated. Like.
Oh, this is so like.
It's interesting.
Yeah, massively. So whatever it is building Origins robots. That's what the tweet's showing. They're building Origins robots by the looks of it.
Hold on a
But
sec. I've just thought of something.
well,
If it is what you're saying, that they're building like robots for Origins, would you not think, like, don't get me wrong, I might be wrong here, but could it be before Origins when it
it could be. We
happened?
don't know whereabouts in the timeline it's going to fit, do we? There's obviously something we need to do. This is what I'm saying. Like, I think it's got something to do with Samantha going into the MPD. Right? We need to either stop it from happening or get her out of there before, or get her into a different MPD or something. And I'm just wondering if, because you think about it, right? On Der Eisendrache, there was a different triangle podium thing in the middle where you had to stand on the pressure plates all the way around it. Yeah, that was a different triangle in the middle. Yeah, I'm wondering if like that's something to do with it, or there's something similar to that in this other place. I don't know. It's just mad. What's that on the right hand side as well? I need to zoom in on that. How do I do that? Right, let's get a decent image of this. In fact, can I get it on my? Can I get Twitter on my screen? Because there's a map which looks like a country on the other side. I think it even is Austria. Right there. Twitter. Twitter. Get in. Just log in, for God's sake. Oh my god.
Daniel, I'm just trying to find it for you now. Hold on a sec.
Who's ringing it? What?
Alpha Omega, no.
Is that it? Have I got the password right this side? For those kicking off a long day weekend, happy 4th of July. It's 4th of July, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, isn't it? Oh yeah. Okay, come on, try up. Where you at? So there's the first one. Where's the second? Oh, is that the first one? Yeah. So the first, I didn't even see it. So this one came out first. I didn't even see this one. I didn't realise this one was first. The other one. What is that? No, the picture's just not clear enough. No, my phone image is clearer. So if I screenshot that and then look at it and then zoom in. Right, let's go into my
People are
photos.
saying it could be even be a MP map. That's what Danielle's. That's what Danielle said. People are saying it could be even a MP map. I'm guessing Sally's.
A multiplayer map.
I'm guessing so. Is that what you're trying to say,
100%.
Sal?
I would bet my house on that is not a multiplayer map. That is 100% right, a zombies map. 100%. Right. Why would they tweet multiplayer with coordinates and that? There's nothing secretive about multiplayer maps. That is a zombies map. I'm telling you now. That on the left is the Origins robot, right? 100%, right?
Mhm.
And then those windows in the background look like the Eisendrache windows, and then there's a map on the right hand side which could be Austria. What shape is Austria?
Right, Sally's just popped. People are saying it's blackout as well.
I don't think it's blackout either.
I can't
never
see it
like-
being blackout or anything like that.
I can't see it being blackout. The big focus for this DLC, right, for Treyarch, yeah, is the Aether storyline. The Aether storyline is what's going to drag people into to buy thingy. It's got to be. There's no way that isn't zombies. No way. Because the other thing as well, where's Twitter gone? I can't find Twitter. I've lost Twitter. It's zombies, man. It's got to be. Someone needs to blow up that bottom right hand corner as well so we can see what it says. Plus the button, there's a button on it, yeah? It starts off green, then it goes red.
Right, this is what Sally said. New zombie operation on Leo 4 is Blackout. Maybe they'll add zombie stuff to Blackout. They already have Verrucht. Treyarch's main focus for Black Ops 4 is always Blackout. Blackout is the cash cow.
No, because yeah, I know it is and it isn't. Like the thing with Blackout is that Blackout's already got the fan base and whatever else. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't see them adding, unless they're going to add like the Eisendrache or the Origins map to Blackout somehow. But I don't see it. That to me, looking at that with all the blue specks, right? That looks like it's anti-gravity, whatever it is. So it's either like Moon or like the Eisendrache facility. So that looks like all like Element 115 stuff. So that it's got, for me, it's got zombies written all over it, 100%. Plus as well, like the windows in the background. See, if you're asking me, right, when I look at this, right, you got it looks like you're in as an Origins robot. You've got the stained glass windows for the Eisendrache in the background. There looks like. Do you remember on Origins when you went to the crazy place? You had them rocks with the 115 in the rock. It was all like blue lines around it and that. That rock on the right hand side looks like that. The bit on the right hand side looks like the what's it called? The bit where you get the bow from to start with. it all looks like the Eisendrache to me. But then I don't understand the Origins robot. But then there's an Origins robot on the Eisendrache as well.
Daniel's
it's
just sent me
outside the map.
something, but I can't fucking have a look at it. I'm just trying to. Hold on.
It's outside the map. And like I've never known Treyarch to
Right, I'm gonna send you something on Instagram. What Danielle's just sent me.
exit through the gift shop. See, is that the gorilla from fucking the silverback from Thingy?
Dead Ops Arcade.
Yeah. See, I want to know.
I've just sent you the picture that Danielle's just sent me.
Is this the end of like? Are they trying to say it's like the end of Black Ops?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's weird. I checked my
Hey,
Insta
listen,
now. So
It's saying that it's saying that I can't send it to you. Fuck's sake.
weird.
Hold on. No.
It's a bit weird,
Fuck. Danielle. Oh, hold on. So Sally Pot. It also don't make sense that they connect the two stories. Then Danielle Pot. I think the gift shop thing is Blackout.
that could be. See, now the gift shop thing could be Blackout. So that could be like I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. They've added something to the Alcatraz portal, or there's something on Blackout. Yeah, I mean that second one would make more sense towards Blackout than the first one. But that being said, what does that say?
This is such a very confusing time for us right now.
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh, fuck.
That
Down. I just remembered the Instagram's down.
right. Okay. So listen, 100%. Right. That first one. You know the first one with the images on that screen. Yeah. Right. The I think they might be teasing like a Black Ops Pass 2 or something, or maybe I don't know something. I don't know because the blueprint on the left-hand side, yeah, is labelled Chaos Theory Stage 2. That's what the title of it is, of that gun. That's called it says Chaos Theory Stage 2.
Right.
Right, and then the gun that's been crossed out looks like Alistair's Foley from Dead of the Night. And then you've got the megaphone thing. But what I don't understand is that the video when it cycles, it shows the asylum on Blackout. So it could be a Blackout hint because they've done it before where they've hinted, like, for example, the ray gun Mark II is hinted in Blackout because you can get it through an Easter egg on Blackout as a weapon, and obviously you got like Wraith grenades, stuff like that. So maybe there's something in Blackout that's hinting towards DLC 3. Maybe that's what it means. So maybe that's what they're linking to Blackout to get people to play Blackout. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Daniel
But
said,
Treyarch,
but I
anything's
don't
fucking
know.
possible.
One of the pictures is Pat. One picture is behind the asylum sign. Sally said, could just be that they're getting lazy and they're getting they are bringing the revolver WW with a new upgrade. Isn't the podium from the middle? Yeah, it is. So, Danielle. The podium is from 9.
From 9. Yes, that's from 9. So that podium's from 9. Right, there's something behind that podium that looks like an open book. Right, there's the megaphone. Now the megaphone, to me, where's that from? That means something. That could be from 9, from Voyage. Sorry, Voyage of Despair.
Yeah.
I think this is it says Chaos Stage 2, right? That's what the unless they're putting Chaos maps into Blackout.
See, I don't know.
Because
It could be.
that video, right? That video there, right? I'll tell you now, right? So the first image looks to me like the cosmic silverback from Dead Upside. Ether, right?
Right, Danielle's just said, isn't the book from where you get the code from Blood of the Dead?
But yeah, but if it is, that's the Chronorium, which is Ether,
Mm.
right? So, the actual screen you're watching, yeah, is either from Classified, or it's from the starting when do you remember Black Ops 1 when you sat there with Mason and you can get out of the chair and stuff?
Yeah.
It's that screen, or it's one of the screens from Classified, yeah. Okay, so that's what that is, right? You've then got what looks like the Chronorium, which is what I thought it might have been straight off, right? You've then got the podium from 9. That says Chaos Theory Stage 2, and the name of the other story is the Chaos Theory. Yeah, that's what it's called. So this says to me Chaos Theory. The picture on the right could be the Alistair Foley from Dead of the Night. Yeah, and then you've got the gramophone, but the gramophone or could be either Voyage of Despair or it's from Der Eisendrache. I'm not sure which, but I think it's Voyage out of the two. And then the pictures that come up on the screen. So the first one is the Cosmic Silverback. The second one is from the Asylum, so that's from Verrucht, right? But the blackout map, Verrucht, if that makes sense, because that's where you can see the Asylum bit from. Then that looks like the MPD. That looks like the MPD from Moon. Right? That's what that looks like to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a little bit just before that where...
Danielle said Chaos and Ether connected. Not as
That's
a,
what
no,
I think.
I don't know.
That's what I think. I said it way, way, way back that I think the stories might be connected somehow, right? And it's something like Treyarch are very, very good at just like throwing you off the scent, right, and trying to like keep you. I don't know. Something screams like either two totally different timelines that are going to end up connecting, or this is like pre-Ether or something. Like Chaos is almost like a prequel to Ether or something. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, what I don't understand is after the the very start of Blood of the Dead, you've got them fucking things in Richtoven's lab, right, where the big fucking freezers.
Yeah.
They're from Black Ops 2. What? Correct me if I'm wrong. What happens if something happens after you've basically sacrificed Richtofen? Something happens to them.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying to you. This is why I said to you that I'm wondering if we play as the Victus crew in the next map, because it's Victus crew that are in them cryo chambers, right? And if that's correct, then what I'm thinking is that because you use Richtofen's blood to wake up Richtofen, who's frozen, so I'm wondering if the rest of his blood wakes up the Victus crew, and the Victus crew get out of there.
Could be. Sally said, honestly, Tag, I think you're looking into it way too deep into it. It's most unlikely a zombie-themed MP blackout map.
You can believe that. I don't believe that. That's my opinion. Having followed this story for 10 years, right, and knowing what they're like, putting like the last time they put, like, I'm pretty sure the last time that they put, or somebody from Treyarch or used to work at Treyarch tweeted grid references.
Yo, what's up there, Pat Launch, mate? Welcome to the stream.
It was the coordinates for a, like, I don't know what you'd call it, but basically it's what Moon was set on. It literally looked exactly like the glass house thing from Moon. So it just all seems a bit too neat to be.
And on my bad. Don't worry, better part lunch, mate.
That?
Some guy he popped in my stream the other week. I just forgot to fucking ring the notification bell on my stream.
Alright.
Yeah.
And then on that screen after the MPD, you've got. Have you played Dead of the Night yet?
Yeah, but I've not kind of looked into it.
Do you know? Yeah, but you must know the big geezer with the beard with the massive like planets on his back in the main like hall, like the big bronze statue that's in there,
Yeah.
right? That you have to move all the things onto the Easter egg. That's the next image. And then you've got the Pack-a-Punch location, right now. Right, answer me this then, yeah. Have you got the Twitter video there?
Not on me yet. I'm
Can you
currently
get it? Because I'll tell you now, if you pause it when the Chaos Storyline Pack-a-Punch machine is there, yeah, that Pack-a-Punch machine is in a location I've never seen it before, and it looks like it doesn't look like a Chaos type area, if I'm honest,
Right,
because it looks like it's in an industrial building.
Let's get off this quickly.
Where's Mr. Ruffle Waffles at anyway? Come on, where's his video? Show us the video.
Shit. I think he did make a video of like Dr. Monty basically lying to us all this time, but I never watched it. Now I don't know if it's there. Right, right, let me go back on Twitter. Twitter. Right, which video?
Right, so the second one where it says about the gift shop,
Right, okay.
right? And then if you pause, if you keep freeze framing it, so you see all of the different images on that little screen, and then pause it on the one with the Pack-a-Punch machine.
Right, so the first picture, it looks like it's the Silverback from
Yeah.
Dead Ops Arcade.
Yep, so that's the first one.
Second picture, I can't.
It's
Really?
Asylum.
Yeah, could be. Right, the pyramid is definitely got to be off Moon. That's off.
That's the MPD.
That's Dead of the Night. Now the
Yeah.
Pack-a-Punch. Now I can't zoom in on it. Let's see if I can get a. See, I don't know.
That Pack-a-Punch location isn't. I've never seen that Chaos Storyline Pack-a-Punch machine in a location that looks like that. Never. So it's either there's going to be Chaos Theory elements put into Blackout. That could be a potential because they've not done any real chaos apart from the characters and the Blightfather. We've not really had Chaos Story on Blackout. Or it's teasing like a Seasons Pass 2 where they're going to continue the Chaos Storyline maps, or they're linking Chaos Story and Aether Story,
Can't be Dead
or
Ops.
completely fucking wrong and it's like just a load of shit that they're trying to get us to retweet to get stuff. I don't know. And then after that one, what's after that one?
And it's just a man. I don't know really. It's
Just I want to know where that Pack-a-Punch machine is. It looks familiar. I don't know what that bloke's about at the end though. I don't have a clue what that's about.
so Dead Ops Arcade, Asylum. I can't think.
It's so weird. I want to know what they're saying. Please don't connect the stories. Chaos needs to thrive on its own. Same goes for Aether.
Right.
See, people are saying, and I agree with this. This could be right. Is like I said, if someone's putting it, keep in mind, Chaos Story is invading Alcatraz prison in Blackout. So maybe that could be it. Maybe instead of it being Ether themed Blackout Alcatraz thing, it's now going to be a Chaos themed Alcatraz.
Could
And maybe
be.
you can pack a punch. Maybe you can pack a punch on Blackout.
Could
Do
be.
you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it just seems, like I don't know. It's just mad. I don't know. It's so cool. I just want one of the bigger YouTubers to come out and make a video. I mean, someone's put maybe a Chaos Story multiplayer map. I mean that'd be a first. To be fair though, have they ever done that?
What?
Have they ever done that? Made a zombies multiplayer map? Like taken like I don't know 9 and made it multiplayer.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have a look now.
Because that would be interesting, like that. Because that's the reason why I'm sort of saying no, never gonna happen. But they've never done it before. That's why I think no. But then thinking about it, like Sally could have a point. Like if they decide to turn around and go, do you know what? Let's make a zombies map that we actually play, not like Alcatraz where they've kind of. It is Alcatraz. It is Blood of the Dead or Mob of the Dead, but it's not. It's more open. If they turn around and took, say, Dead of the Night, and so basically took all of the Chaos storyline maps and made them multiplayer maps, so you could do multiplayer on Dead of the Night, you could do multiplayer on Void, you could do multiplayer on 9. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know, like, and potentially being able to pack a punch on. Or how's this for an idea? Maybe they make like a multiplayer map, or not multiplayer, but a Blackout map that's like a museum, and in the museum is all 4 of the maps. Because you think Titanic's from a historical era.
By the sounds of that, that's what Sally thinks. By that fucking noise, she got way excited, so that might be her theory as well.
Because they could do that, because you think Titanic was an era, 9 was the Romans, Ancient Evil was Greek, and then obviously Dead of the Night's like British, I don't know, fucking, I don't know how you...
Sally's just said, my guess is a zombie museum.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like a zombies museum, yeah. So you go into it, the Pack-a-Punch is in there, and then, like they said, the only way you can leave is through the gift shop. And that's why all them things are in that gift shop, is because... it's basically saying everything from zombies is in this one map. They may even put the other maps in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you might even get like Blood of the Dead as part of the museum or something. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that could be. I mean, either as a multiplayer map, or if not multiplayer, maybe Blackout as like they did with Alcatraz. Alcatraz is its own like portal or whatever it was. Maybe Chaos is getting its own Blackout portal thing. Who knows? Who fucking knows? But whichever way you look at it, it's hype. The second one though, with the Origins thing, that's definitely a zombies thing, though, 100%. But that one there, because that is Treyarch. Because the first thing you think of is that they're connecting the stories. Whereas what I think they might actually be connecting is Blackout. Because if you look at the actual ether parts of the teasers, they're not really like map teasers. They are sort of like Asylum's Blackout, isn't it? It's not. I mean, it is Varrook's, but they're not teasing Varrook. They're teasing the Asylum. I don't know. It's mental. Absolutely mental. I want to play zombies now. I don't know, but I don't know what to play now. Chaos or fucking Ether. I don't know what to do. It's too many choices. Oh yeah, I thought it'd be done.
I think what you should do, mate, is kind of start your fucking stream up.
Oh yeah, I probably should. I could have had this whole discussion on stream and like.
I know. That means we'll have to go through this again.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with that? What is wrong with that?
We'll just have to fucking rinse it. Right, so what Sally says, I'm guessing her theory. Sally, whistle if that's what you're thinking. Just whistle yes. If that's your theory before I say it. Right, so Sally's theory behind it, just a fun map going over the entire zombie history. Then she said it doesn't need to just be the real life historical map. Think like MW2 Campaign Museum. That's Sally's theory.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know. I don't, if it does come out, I don't think it's going to be like a serious map. But like I said, like if you go to a museum and it's like welcome to like ancient Egypt or whatever, or welcome to like ancient Rome, that's what it's going to be. But instead of being like in Rome, you're going to be in 9, and then you're going to go through to this part of the map, and it's going to be maybe not all of 9, but like I don't know, like a section of it. Like you'll go through almost like Revelations, right? You know, like Revelations, you had like a bit of Mob, a bit of Uruk, a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of the other. They all kind of flow together. That's what I think it will be like. Is like a museum like that, and like so one corridor will be like I don't know, Ra Temple. You go through Ra Temple into the like main like Pack-a-Punch area, then out through like Zeus into the Colosseum area, then you'll go through one of the arches, and then that'll take you into like Ancient Evil, and then you go through Ancient Evil, and then you'll go through the Snake or something, and then out into like the Titanic, so into Voyage, and then you go into Voyage, and then out through Voyage into fucking I don't know, Dead of the Night. Do you know what I mean? And then they all link up, and then like you might have like one big centre room. I don't know. To be fair, either way though. Like, the only thing that annoys me is that if it is a multiplayer map, that I won't be able to stay alive long enough to actually fucking appreciate it, because every time I try and go somewhere to do something, I'm just going to end up getting shot, and it's going to annoy me. But, who's just put a video out? Dalek, new Origins robot in Alpha Omega, the Eisendrache and Gorod Krovi linked. Is that what they were doing? Is that what they've done? They've linked Gorod, but why? Because if the storyline is right, what's happened in Blood of the Dead, then Gorod Krovi never happened.
Yeah.
Why have they linked the Eisendrache to Gorod Krovi then? If Gorod never happened, that makes no sense. But I don't care. It's exciting shit. Anyway, back to doing my thumbnail. Far too excited right now. But yeah, to be fair, I do think Sally could be right with that one. How it was sort of mentioned at the start, I weren't on board with, but that theory, I could see that happening for sure, definitely. And
well,
I'd actually welcome that. Actually, I think that's a good multiplayer map if they did.
Oh, I've just blue screened. I've just fucking blue screened as well. Yeah. Danielle did just say, if it's an MP or Blackout map, I'll do a custom game and have a walkabout. I'll have to start my stream up so I can get everyone back in. There was only 2 of them, plus Sally. Bastard. As if it fucking blue screened me at the wrong fucking time. Right, start your stream and we'll have this conversation over again. Because fucking...